My dearest Peter, I long for the day that I can come back for you and explain everything. You are extraordinary. More than you can imagine. I promise that you will see me again.
In this world or another.
Welcome to Neverland!
This is not the end of me. This is the beginning. This is not the end of me. This is the beginning. This is not.
If I'm gonna trust you, I need to know your name.
It's Hook. The name's changed, Hook.
The little one, he wears the pan.
The Pan is our tribe's bravest warrior.
Well. The princess, I presume.
Oh, well, I'm actually just a minor, but I appreciate the compliment. Are you insane?
Have you come to get me?
I don't believe in bedtime stories.
Hi everybody, this is Martha, and we're doing season 3 on Once Upon a Time. Later on today I might do the 2 trailers, but I wanted to get this done since I'm behind because my games are being mean. So this is so what you saw was Peter Pan being brought to Once Upon a Time. Yeah, because since we have to go and since they had to go and save Henry, for the first 10 episodes, I would say is when Peter Pan's around. By episode 8, we learn that Peter Pan is Rumple's dad. Out of all the characters, I would not think we would learn his parents. I mean, all the other ones, sure, but his? Wow. So the reason why he wants Henry is to take. The reason why Pan wants Henry to take his heart so he can continue on living forever, because there's a time limit in Neverland. So it comes with a price, like all magic does. You have to get the heart of the most truest believer, and even though Henry is his great-grandson, he does not care because he doesn't really care for Rumple. So why would Henry be any why would Henry be a problem? He only cares about himself. I mean, he does like Felix. As in episode 9, he does kill him to like make the new storybook. So to make the new curse, and he loves Felix because he is really loyal to him. So that's one thing. And Rumple doesn't want to be like him. wants to be a good dad to Neil, but he doesn't know how to be since he didn't have a dad to show, didn't have a real father to show him how. So that really figures. So after so Rumple so Rumple, when they get back to Storybrooke, we have, well, wait, I want to talk about Ariel. Ariel, they had to Ariel's help to like go and get Pandora's box to trap him and trap Pan inside of it, and we so that's it, and so we find out that two people are coming into town, or John and Michael. Um, Ariel, it was his Wendy's younger brothers, yet they're older than her now. So now Wendy's the youngest. So since she's trapped inside of Neverland, it's not really her fault. So we get Tinkerbell, but not in the. I know a lot of people think that Tinkerbell and Pan are in love, but come on, even the model Carrie says that they weren't in love. She was just thought that they were, that she wanted to kill Wendy because if Wendy would stay around, she would take her place in the ventures. Had nothing to do with love. She was afraid that she was going to lose her friend. So, when Tinkerbell is there to help, try to help Virginia find new love since she lost Daniel. But she's not over Daniel yet in that time period. She's still bent on revenge. And but she does meet later on after they get rid of Pan. So they made it look like when they get back to Storybrooke and Ariel. So when they get to Storybrooke, they Pan had they thought that they had beaten Pan because Pan, the Hunter Pandora thing didn't work. Rumple went inside of it instead of him, and then they got him inside there, but they thought, but him and Henry switched bodies. So technically Henry was trapped in there instead of him. So they so the whole entire time Pam was inside Henry's body, pretended to be him. He made it look like he killed the Blue Fairy by taking away her shadow. But when they beat the shadow, the shadow returned. So even though like since Grim and Tamar both died in the beginning of it, see, the difference between those two is her body hasn't been decayed yet, like unlike Greg's. So Greg is dead because his body had time to decay. Hers didn't because the shadow was away from him longer than her. Her shadow was away from him, away from her a little bitty while. So it's not the same exact concept. So when they fixed that problem, she got brought back, came back to life somewhat. And Tinkerbell got her spot back in the fairy stuff because when she helped Virginia, she broke the rules and she lost her fairiness. So after that, so she lost. After that, okay, let's try. Let me put this one on. Wait. Okay, it can't keep up with me. Okay, good. So after that, he Rumple had to kill him because in order in the or to stop the curse from coming, they would so in order to save everybody. And okay, that's enough. How do you get this thing off? Okay, good. They would have so after that they let's see, where was it? So they thought Rumple was dead for a while, and because when he stabbed Peter Pan, he also stabbed himself. So for a while he was dead for 4 episodes. So but they had to the curse was still coming. So the only way to stop the curse from happening was to end this to end the curse. And so, but only way to keep Emma and Henry there would be having is to do the hunter to end the curse. But since Henry was not born there, it would not affect him. But since Emma is the savior, she has a choice to either go or stay. So she made it to where Virginia made it to where they would forget the whole entire time they were there. So and made up a lie to where actually in this reality she kept Henry even though she didn't keep Henry. So that's what happened, and that sucked. And after that, they went to stop the. So they had to leave Storybrooke, but then the rest of them left, and for a year went by, and Hook came knocking on her door. They went back to Boston, so they came on knock and they went to Manhattan, not Boston. So they're in New York. So Hook knocked on their door and explained that they're in trouble again. And what happened was the Wicked Witch of the West, who ends up being Virginia's half sister. Yeah, I'm gonna show the real family tree right here, and see how wrong I was last time, because see, it's confusing. It's way too confusing. I have a hard time keeping up with it, even in season 2. Henry and the first Henry and King Leopold are not related. I thought they were. They're not. So sorry about that. They so after so and she was in love with a guy that turned out to be the Wizard of Oz, who was turned into a monkey. And so they had to travel back, and they found out that they forgot again. They forgot the last year. Everybody but Hook, even Virginia this time forgot the last year, because the Zelina, for the hardest time, I had a hard time saying her name. I always end up saying New Zealand instead of Zelina. So, and they got another actress from Lost. I think this one was named Shannon on Lost. So, and that's who plays the Wicked Witch of the West. The same exact person who plays Shannon. And, so, she's not always green. They probably want to save on makeup and stuff like that, so they wouldn't have, because in our world she's not green, but in their world she is, and they made to where it was like she got it from being jealous of Virginia, because since she got more attention from Cora, then since that's how they're related by mothers by Cora, and they um then and she got more attention from Cora, and more attention also from Rumple, because Rumple chose her to break the curse instead of her, because you have to destroy the person you love in order to do the curse, and the whole entire, and she loved Rumple, and Rumple could not have her destroying him, because how would he get back to Neil? So that's why, that's why she turned green, and they kept on like making the other characters, the other like the groups like the other um Rumple came Scarecrow. Rumple keeps on coming new characters. Charming came the Cowardly Lion, and um Virginia, she became the Tin Woman. Since they all had to use their like Rumple, she needed Rumple's brain, she needed Charming's courage, she needed Virginia's heart, and she also needed an innocent to make it to where she would travel back in time to go and stop from Virginia being born. So she was not so she she decided to use the baby that Snow's having. Because Snow was pregnant when she came back, so she was going to use that innocent. So, and even though she did have another baby and to use, she could have used Aurora's baby, because Aurora was pregnant too at the time, but she decided not to use that baby. She decided to use Snow's. Everybody has to get pregnant on these shows. What is with these writers and getting everybody pregnant? So when that happened, so now we have Aurora in our world too, and we have Robin Hood, and Robin Hood and Virginia start developing feelings for each other, and because that's who she saw in the past. She saw the guy with the guy with lion tattoo. So now then the whole entire thing. So Henry doesn't remember what her thing about the past. They didn't have a potion to do it, so they were only able to make Henry remember the whole entire They only had the potion for Emma to remember the whole entire thing. Henry, when he came back, he was as clueless as Emma in season 1. So we got to see a new side of Henry, not knowing what's going on. This time it's his turn to be the outsider instead of Emma, because Emma got to remember, and yet Henry didn't. And Emma's deciding, maybe after I'm done with this, I can go and take Henry back to New York and have a life away from this. And so so after that, that's what happens. And let me see. So and let me see. What would I say my favorite episode is on this one? I think episode 8, my favorite episode, because you learn about so much about Rumple. You get to see Rumple as a little bitty kid. So that's my favorite episode, and you find out who that Peter Pan's his dad. The episode either I found unnecessary or when I didn't like. Let me see. While I'm looking, I'm going to say, okay, I'm okay with them turning Peter Pan evil. I know he wasn't evil in the cartoon. But it makes sense for him to be evil in this show because they're making him more like the character in the book. See, in the book, it would say he would like to thin them out, and so that means he would want to kill the lost boys every time they got too old, because they would age, but they would not. They would age like to a certain age limit. So when they got too old, he would kill them in the book. So he was making him like more like that Pan. So yeah. So it's okay. Later on, I'm not later on seasons I might get mad about it. So I'm trying to see if there's any episodes I don't like. I kinda liked, let's see, what's Candace? Emma, uh, Mary Margaret goes into labor, but Emma, Jack, no, not that one. Okay, I think I caught one. I don't like the episode where Neil dies. Which one has Neil? Where's Neil's death? Because I love Neil a lot. I understand why they had to kill him though. Because see, he was going on to a new show, and he was also in that new movie. What was it? He was gonna go on the Paul Revere and History Channel. And he was also on Finest Hour. So he had to leave the show because he could not do both. So they decided to kill Neil off. So which episode was that? Well, that's the one I don't like. I don't like the fact they had to kill Neil. Even though I understand why they did it. So, the last two episodes is kind of like Back to the Future. You can say Snowdrift is kind of like Back to the Future, and so is There's No Place Like Home, because they went back in time. Her and Hook, they meaning to. They like the whole entire thing happened after new after Z okay Z okay, say her name. You said her name before. I'm just saying what was after that after that. So they made to where she would meet her parents when they were younger, just like in Back to the Future. And when they met, and she kind of messed it up just like then, and they kept on referencing it too. And I like the names they gave. They gave like she named herself Princess Leia from Star Wars, and she named Hook Prince Charles, who's a prince in real life. So they had to change they had to change the past in order to but they brought somebody back with them, Marion, because Marion did not know it was her, but they wanted Emma wanted to save her by bringing her back because she was going to die, and but when they came back, they brought back Marion, and that messed up the whole entire thing that was going on with Virginia and Robin Hood. So that ruined it. And also at the very end of the show, last episode, they also brought with them this little thing right here. This like this little jar. And when it showed up, it shattered, and it was Elsa from Frozen. Yeah, I know. If they were gonna do any other characters next, you would think they would do Aladdin, Brave, um, King Arthur, uh, or The Sorcerer's Apprentice, or or Hercules, anything. Rapunzel. They did they touched on Rapunzel a little bitty bit in season 2, but since Frozen was real big at around this time, they wanted to catch on to the popularity before it died. So they next season they're gonna do Frozen. So that's it right now, guys. Let me see if there's a. Let me try to read it. So let's do Sully's take on it first. Let me see. See if we can put the pirate hat on me. Put the pirate hat on me. Okay, can't find it. Darn it! Did you delete it? Not on me, on the cat. Don't fight it. Come on, apply it to him. Okay, forget it. So, Sully. Darn it! Sully. Your turn to. You read it first.
Okay, enough with the dumb camera thing. So, I will read it. Arthropods.
Sorry.
Every tail, run!
Okay, 10 out of 10, guys. Bye. Sorry, it won't work.